Today the lesson I'm going to present is not only for those who are studying, but for all of us who use English in our speeches, be it in a spoken speech or written speech. When we speak English, rules of grammar that we need to adhere to. Seeing that when we speak, even when we write, we do not adhere to the rules of Concord. So please, let us listen attentively. We will learn one or two things, then we will improve our English together. So our lesson for today is on Concord. Concord. In general, Concord is the agreement. If I'm to relate it to life situation, Concord is agreement between people, between societies, between nations, between countries. Now, today we want to talk about Concord in grammar. In grammar, Concord is the agreement between the subject and the verb of a sentence. Agreement between the subject and the verb of a sentence. A subject of a sentence is what the sentence is all about. What is your sentence talking about? That is your subject. For instance, Dan is kind. In this sentence, your subject is Dan, because the whole sentence is all about Dan. You cannot have a sentence starting by is kind. Who is kind? You have to have a subject, and in our case here, our subject is Dan. We are saying that Concord is an agreement between a subject and a verb. Now you know what a subject is. It's what the sentence is all about. Now let us look at the verb. A verb can be an action word or linking word or helping word in your sentence. For instance, the cook is baking now. Our subject, which we have already known, is the cook. This sentence is about the cook, a person who does cooking. The cook is, this is our helping verb or linking verb, and our action verb is baking. Baking is our action verb. So here we have our subject, the cook, is our linking or helping verb, baking our action verb to complete this sentence. So now the subject, the linking verb, and the action verb must agree in the sentence so that your sentence is clear. Let's also talk about singular and plural. When we talk of singular, we are talking about one thing, one place, one person, or one idea. She is good. This sentence is singular because this subject is one. We are talking about one person. Tino was late. We are talking about one person is Tino. Mom is correct. We are talking about she has magic. We are talking about one person. Mom is correct. We are talking about one person. So in all the sentences, our subject is singular. So is our linking verb. Is, we use is for one person or one thing. Was is a past tense of is. We use is. And we are using has, which are all used for one person, one thing, one place, or one idea. When we talk about plural, we talk about more than one or many. Our sentences are in plural form. We are having subjects which are plural here. They are good. They, we are talking about many people. Tino and Anne were late. We are talking about two subjects. Mom and Dad are correct. We are talking about two people. They have magic. We are talking about many people. We don't know how many. So here our subjects are plural. So as our linking verbs. They, we cannot say they is. Although some people write like that. That is wrong. We are saying they are so that our verb agrees with our subject. Tino and Anne were late. This is past tense. We are using were because They are two. We cannot say Tino and Anne is late. No, these are two people. So plural must have a plural linking verb. Mom and dad, these are two people. Our sentence is in present tense. We are using are. Are is also a plural linking verb. So that is what we have to do. They have magic. When we are talking about many people, our linking verb should be have in present tense. So they, a plural subject, is followed by have, which is a plural verb. About plural and singular, we are saying add s when you are talking of one person, one idea, one place, or one thing. For instance, this place looks great. We are talking about one place, so we have to add an s because we are talking about one thing. She talks fast. We are talking about one person, so we add an s to our verb, which is talk. Then it reads she talks fast. So remember, add s when you are talking of one thing, one place, one idea, or one person. But again, do not forget about the rule breakers. You know, in life there are those people who break rules. It's not only in life, people who just don't want to follow. So as with grammar, in grammar we also have these two guys, I and the you, who are called the rule breakers. These two are rule breakers because they are singular, meaning that they are one. They are used as one, but you cannot add an s to the verb. For instance, we can say Sam reads storybook. Sam is one person, meaning that it's a singular subject. We add s to read because it's a rule. But now, although I and you are singular, you cannot add s to the verb. So they are rule breakers. You cannot say I read the storybooks. No. You have to say I read storybooks. You cannot say you read storybooks, although these are singular. You just have to say you read storybooks. Some people want to say I loves you. No way. I is a rule breaker in grammar. So you don't add an s when you are using it. You don't add an s on the verb when you are using it. Look here. Stacy likes sweets. Stacy is one person, yeah? We have to add an s because that is the rule of grammar. You add an s when you are talking about one thing or one person. But here, I cannot say I likes sweets. Why? Because it's a rule of grammar and I'm dealing with I, who is a rule breaker. So I say I like sweets. You like sweets. Be careful with this too when you are writing your essays. Okay. Do not add s when you are talking of many people, many things, many places, or many ideas. For instance, the places look good. We are talking about many places, so we cannot add an s here. They, the subject is plural, They talk fast. We cannot say they talks fast. No. When you see people talking like that, touch their head and say, oh, my brother or my sister, can you revisit the grammar rules? But be careful, don't be beaten up. Just don't do it you yourself. They talk fast. Tom and Jerry, these are two people or two things or two animals, I don't know. Tom and Jerry read books. We cannot say Tom and Jerry reads. No way. If you start talking like that, people will look at you and say, what kind of learner is this? Who is a teacher? So please, I've taught you all those things. Don't let people make fun of me out there and start laughing at me. Learners, we are talking about many learners, make noise. We cannot say learners makes noise. Please be careful with your tongue or with your pen or with your mind when you are writing your continuous writing, and adhere to these rules, okay? A reminder that collective nouns are always singular. Collective nouns, we are talking about words like a class, family, crowd, flock, herd, pond, pack, school, sorry, just ended earlier, bunch, stack, and army, and many others. The class of student is whatever is happening. That family is educated. This word is a collective noun. It is a collective noun. In reality, it represents many people, but it's used as one. It's singular. So a crowd cheered easily or happily. Be careful with these kinds of words. Look at how we have used these collective nouns in these sentences. These sentences are containing collective nouns. The family likes fighting. The family, we are talking about one family. The family likes fighting, so we have to add an S here. This group looks smart because it's one group. The crowd cheers loudly. The crowd cheers loudly. Our staff is busy. Our staff enjoys mopane worms. You know, our staff is taken as one word. That is why we have to use is as a linking verb. You cannot say our staff are busy. No, these are collective nouns, so they are taken as singular. Our staff enjoys mopane worm. Now there's a difference when we are talking about these words but in different categories. If we say the family members, now our subject has changed. We are no longer talking about the family, but we are talking about the family members, meaning that we cannot say the family members likes. No, the family members, our subject is now plural, meaning that we are talking about many people. We will have to say the family members like fighting. The staff members are busy. The staff members enjoy mopane worms. Listening to this lesson, if you are not on my WhatsApp page, make sure that you access the activity on my Facebook page. It is Learning English Second Language. Search for it, or you can just look for me on Facebook. I'm C Malunga. Then I can transfer you to the English lessons page. For those who are on my WhatsApp page, make sure that you do the activities. I love you all. Let us work hard. Have a good day. Bye.